kalakhan ng red tagging ay gawa ng gobyerno. At kalakhan ng online red tagging ay ginagawa ng city and municipal police stations sa Facebook.
Kung nangyari po yan, we have no idea. But I will investigate po kung nangyayari po yan.
Kung wala po silang idea, then it seems hindi nila talaga na-check yung ginagawa ng mga local police stations. Dahil nga, iba yung sinasabi, pero iba yung ginagawa.
With due respect to the Congressman Manuel, it is never the policy of the PNP to red tag. Let that be put in the record. Kung meron pong ganyang study ang Ateneo, we will look into it and investigate.
Sa task ng PNP na kung may dapat talaga siyang hulihin, panagutin, yun yung mga ganitong tipo ng personalities, Apollo Kibuloy and si Go Huaping o si Alice Go. Na kapag mga big personalities talaga, parang hirap-hirap na arestuhin ng PNP, pero kapag ordinaryong tao, andali lang na hulihin tsaka maging biktima pa ng red tagging na nagpapatuloy pa rin hanggang ngayon. So, kailangan talagang mag-ayos, Madam Chair, at hindi dapat yan pabayaan lang.
Hindi ho kami ganon. As far as Kibuloy is concerned and the others, ginagawa namin. In fact, dinimanda po kami on record. Nakademanda po ako ngayon, ang PNP, dahil sa pag-raid po namin sa Kingdom of Jesus. And we are going to answer these accusations against us. Just for the record, hindi po kami ganon.
Support to the Barangay Development Program, which is one of the main programs ng NTF-ELCAC. Madam Chair, gusto nating i-confirm sa DILG kasi sila naman yung nag-oversee ng Barangay Development Program. For 2023, out of 1,253 projects, ilan po ang nakompleto? For 2023 lamang.
May we get the response from the DILG?
For 2023, Madam Chair, we have a total of 1,253 projects under the Support to Barangay Development Program. And our LGUs have completed the implementation of 841 projects.
841 projects. As of kailan po yan?
This is as of June 2024, Madam Chair.
Kasi Madam Chair, sa website naman ng NTF-ELCAC, ang sabi po nila Madam Chair ay mas mababa, 639 projects lang.
We will be submitting to the NTF-ELCAC our latest report on the status of projects under SBDP 2023.
Kasi Madam Chair, itong data ng NTF-ELCAC mismo, sabi nila 51% lang yung nakompleto. So kung may ganong figure, then dapat nagko-coordinate yung mga ahensya natin, Madam Chair. Bukang bibig naman po nila lagi whole of nation, pero sa data parang walang whole of nation. How about 2024, Madam Chair, so far? Out of 885 projects, ilan po yung nakompleto na?
Madam Chair, for 2024, the DBM just released the amount to our local government units. That's why our LUs are still in the process of procuring the projects.
Kung ganun, Madam Chair, ngayon po ay August na, meron tayong 4 whole months na lang na natitira for the year. So Madam Chair, kung ganito na naman, this is not the first time na ganito kabagal ang paggamit ng pondo for NTF-ELCAC. In fact, Madam Chair, noong 2021, kinailangan pang umabot hanggang June of this year para lang umabot sa 96% yung kanilang obligation rate, Madam Chair. So kung ganito, for 2024, nang ganito yung rate natin, kailan na naman nila magagamit yung buong pondo for this year, Madam Chair? Abot ba tayo 2027? Tapos, ang nais pa ng NTF-ELCAC, Madam Chair, for the Barangay Development Program ay taasan pa kung ano yung nasa National Expenditure Program. Kaya Madam Chair, hindi natin matatanggap na ganito na naman. Paulit-ulit po tayo every year, kahit po ako nagsasawa na, pero it's my job to point out kung may mga ganitong lapse sa ating mga ahensya, Madam Chair. So, all the more, Madam Chair, na dapat i-defund na natin. No? I strongly would insist na i-defund na natin itong NTF-ELCAC, including its Barangay Development Program for 2025. I-realign na po yan directly, Madam Chair, sa national agencies working on education, health, and other social services. Next, Madam Chair, to the Philippine National Police, I would address my question sa PNP. Policy question, Madam Chair, kasi di ba nagsabi ang ating nakaupong Pangulo ngayon na hindi gobyerno ang nangunguna sa red tagging? Tama po ba?
Opo.
Madam Chair, pero ang ating mga city and municipal police stations, di ba bahagi po ng gobyerno? Tama po ba?
Opo, sir.
Kasi Madam Chair, kaya po natin natanong, kasi sa unang mayor na pag-aaral tungkol sa red tagging sa bansa, ginawa po ito ng Ateneo Human Rights Center. Ang sabi sa study na iyon, up until July 2024, kalakhan ng red tagging ay gawa ng gobyerno. At kalakhan ng online red tagging ay ginagawa ng city and municipal police stations sa Facebook. So, ano pong pagtingin ninyo doon sa ganitong pag-aaral ng Ateneo Human Rights Center?
Sir, I have to look po dun sa sinasabi nyo, but ano po na natin, we just follow yung rules po ng presidente natin. We don't want to red tag anymore. Yun po yung kung nangyari po yan, we have no idea, but I will investigate po kung nangyayari po yan. But right now, we don't have any report na ginagawa po namin yan.
Madam Chair, kung wala po silang idea, then it seems hindi nila talaga na-check yung ginagawa ng mga local police stations, lalo na kung may ganito nang consolidated information, then it is the task of our agencies na mag-ayos sila, Madam Chair. Dahil nga, iba yung sinasabi, pero iba yung ginagawa.
Sir, foremost, sir, we don't have any issue to red tag anybody, and it's against human rights. And kaya po namin din na-imbestigan yan because wala po kaming issue na coming from the higher ups, even before na yung mga predecessor ko, to come up with the red tagging po. Wala po kaming issuance ng ganang orders po.
So, Madam Chair, it's the word of the PNP under the current administration against the word of Ateneo Human Rights Center. And of course, Madam Chair, I think we would expect, yun yung sasabihin nila, they would deny na nangyayari ito. But again, Madam Chair, we have these people in the academe, civil society, na nag-a-attest nga na nangyayari pa rin ito under the current administration. Gusto natin, again, whole of nation, collaboration, pero kapag may mga sinasabi naman yung ating civil society to point out ano yung mga dapat pa rin ayusin, dinideny natin, Madam Chair. So, hindi din po katanggap-tanggap yun, na yung mga ordinaryong kababayan natin, ang dali lang na i-red tag, tapos yung iba pa inaaresto. Kaya Madam Chair, to connect that to my next point, kasi kapag ordinaryong tao, ang dali nating hulihin, ganyan. How about naman yung mga personalities, we have people like Alice Go, Apollo Quiboloy, hindi pa natin nahuhuli. Ano po ang plano ng AFP, ng PNP, doon sa mga dapat hulihin na ng mga personalities?
Madam Chair, can I just answer about red tagging? With due respect to the Congressman Manuel, it is never the policy of the PNP to red tag. Let that be put in the record. Kung meron pong ganyang study ang Ateneo, we will look into it and investigate. Yun ang po masasabi po namin dito. Thank you.
Okay, Madam Chair, balik po dun sa question. Sa task ng PNP, na kung may dapat talaga siyang hulihin, panagutin, yun yung mga ganitong tipo ng personalities, Apollo Quiboloy and si Go Huaping o si Alice Go. So ano na po ang status ng ginagawa ng PNP?
Sir, yung ginagawa po namin, where continuous po yung investigation namin and continuous po yung tracking po natin. Not only the Philippine National Police, but all the agencies involved. Special po yung Bureau of Immigrations and of course yung intelligence unit po natin from National Security Agency because these are people. With regard to Quiboloy, ganun pa rin po yung ginagawa namin, tuloy-tuloy pa rin po yung surveillance namin doon sa area po. In yung location po ng 5 tao na hindi po pa nahuhuli. Kasama po ni fugitive Apollo Quiboloy.
So to cap na lang
May
may
I
first
remind-
round, Madam Chair.
may I
oo.
remind
May
the
ganito lang
Honorable
inconsistency,
Manuel,
Madam Chair.
that
naka-
your time expired, so kindly wind up.
Yes, Madam Chair, oo. Nakapag mga big personalities talaga, parang hirap-hirap na arestuhin ng PNP. Pero kapag ordinaryong tao, ang dali lang na hulihin, tsaka maging biktima pa ng red tagging na nagpapatuloy pa rin hanggang ngayon. So, kailangan talagang mag-ayos, Madam Chair, ano, at hindi dapat yan pabayaan lang. So, that would be for the first round, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Madam Chair, just a comment. I would
Yes,
just like to place it on
Secretary.
record na hindi ho kami ganon. As far as Kibuloy is concerned and the others, ginagawa namin. In fact, dinimanda po kami on record. Nakademanda po ako ngayon, ang PNP, dahil sa pag-raid po namin sa Kingdom of Jesus. And we are going to answer these accusations against us. Just for the record, hindi po kami ganon. Maski sino po, hahanapin po namin. Salamat po.
Umani naman ito ng iba't ibang reaksyon mula sa ating mga netizens. Ayon kay Romeo Pagatpat, ngayon ka lang tumama Sir Manuel. Gaya ng politiko hirap arestuhin, dami pang batas na sundin pero pag mahirap wala nang sinusunod na batas. Pahayag naman ni Kirk Damayasiek, ayaw ko sa mga makakaliwa, pero this time, agree ako na di pantay ang pagpapatupad ng batas dito sa Pinas. At ito naman ang saloobin mula sa ating kababayan na si LV Labrino, tama naman sinabi ni Rep Manuel, that's a fact. Kapag mahirap ang dali-dali hulihin, pero kapag may pera VIP treatment. Mga kababayan, feel free to comment below para maglabas ng saloobin sa balitang ito.